Waking Sand. Guess set them too high. We'll see. I think it was more like this. Alright. For the Waking Sands. Nobody's. Like. Off, you know, it just cleaned it up. There's nobody here. It's not really. I cleaned up there. There's nobody here though. Tell me, Cedric, does aught here strike you as odd? I see signs of recent habitation. Could it be that we have trespassers? Mayhap it is just my imagination. Come, let us proceed into the solar. Okay, let's go, buddy. Yeah. Wait. Ida. Who goes there? Now, Ida, is that any way to greet a friend? Alfino, Cedric. Sid. Wait, is this a dream? Not that I'm aware of. It's been a while, Ida. Oh, Ida. I don't believe it. I was sure you'd been. This place has seen better days. You know, I wasn't actually here when I was still in talks at the Adder's Nest. The first I knew about it was when I came back and I saw Ida. Church had taken care of the bodies, but that still left stains. Hard to know where to start. Jastola hadn't been here to help me. Jastola's here too? Yes, but she's not here right now. She's gone to Oda to meet a man who might know what happened to the others. Hapolimo and Minfilia weren't among the dead, according to the church. Jastola thinks they were taken somewhere. Upon the orders of the Black Wolf, no doubt. Why would he want them? Because they possess something he desires. Knowledge of another power that can be brought to bear against the primals. One that Gaius has yet to harness. The Echo. Gaius will be aware of its existence, as well as the immunity it grants the gifted to the primals in. Powerful though his allag weapon may be, he would doubtless desire such protection. He means to use Minfilia to gain an understanding of the Echo, none of which explains how the Empire came to know the location of the Waking Sands in the first place. No matter, the Empire has shown its hand, and now we must act. It is up to us to rebuild the Scions and save Eorzea. Can I count on you, Ida? What? Oh, yes, of course. Whatever you need. Discuss our next move upon Ystola's return. For now, I say we rest.
Hear,
Oh.
feel, think.
Title.
Bringer of light.
Yes.
gatherer of the crystals, thy soul burneth bright.
Okay.
I am Hydaelyn, all made one. Hearken unto me now, for the darkness doth begin to spread. Wear thee the bearer of the crimson brand, for he is the avatar of shadow, whom death attendeth always. The crystals shall be thy salvation, thy blade and shield both. Steel thyself, for at the appointed hour thou shalt stare into the heart of darkness. Go with caution, my child, but fear not, for I am ever with thee.
Thank you, Mama. Estola. Cedric, I see you enough to know we're safe, and did. That we five should meet each other thus defies simple explanation. It is as if the benevolent hand of Master Louisoix guides us still. We would not see us undone so easily, not now. The need is so great. I know where Minfilia and the others are being held. Where? Imperial Stronghold in the heart of Mordona, Castrum Sentry. Guys may have called it a weapon of ancient allag, but I saw extensive Magitech modifications. Imperial Castrum, which was to be expected, I suppose. Alright, let's do this. Let's go and rescue Minfilia and the others. Weird. The rescue of our allies will be no small undertaking, Cedric. Even under normal circumstances, breaching the defenses of an Imperial Castrum would be a highly dangerous proposition. But now that Castrum Sentry houses prisoners for whom the Guardians deem valuable, we may be confident they have taken additional measures to ensure the stronghold's security. If we are to free our friends, we will require an effective strategy. If we are to formulate an effective strategy, we require intelligence. I believe I know a man who may be able to assist us. Lord Portelaine of House Durendare. He is stationed at the Observatorium in Corthus. Let us go to him and beseech his aid. I know where that is. In there. Dragon. What? Very cool. Oh, hey! It's not so much Glam as it is just the, I'm probably late seeing it. As it's just the Vigil shirt and, the ninja stuff that's on right now. Yeah. Somebody just chilling on a mega over there. Portelaine. Ah, Cedric, the man who unmasked the heretic in our midst. What do I owe the pleasure of your company? You are an associate of Stola, but of course, Lord Jomut confided to me that you are a scion of the 7th Dawn. It's a great shirt. Kinda need like the rest of the set. But that would include like doing Stone Vigil over and over again. Like, pretty lazy. Let's go on this. Custom Sentry. Why don't you just have you all in the Imperials? They hold several of our number whom we intend to free. Any information you can provide would be greatly appreciated. I see, that might explain our scouts' reports. They observed 4 prisoners being led into the castrum. A Hyeran woman, an Elysian man, and 2 Lalafels. 1 male and 1 female. It's them, it has to be. Minfilia Orienge, Filimo and Tataru. If that scant morsel is of use to you, you may also be interested to hear about a more recent incident. An Imperial airship made an emergency landing here in Coerthas not long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, Rogadin and Lalafel, were seen fleeing the craft. What did you say? Haha. Rogadin and Lalafel, Master Gullen. Neither wore Imperial dress and both seemed disinclined to wait for rescue, hence our assumption that they were prisoners. I'll be damned, it's Biggs and Wedge. Trust those 2 rascals to escape. We must find them, Cedric, and soon. The Imperials will not rest until they are captured or killed, and if Biggs were given the choice, I fear he'd take the latter. Bringing those held in Custom Sentry will require substantial planning and preparation. As such, it is an endeavor that will admit some slight delay. The matter of the escapees, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners vacated the airship, our scouts observed Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. It is likely only a matter of time before they catch them. If you wish to see your comrades again, you had best act now. If, as has been suggested, the Guardians took our fellow scions prisoner in hopes of understanding the Echo, it seems reasonable to assume that they will not be executed until such time as the study is complete. But Biggs and Wedge were not scions, nor do they know aught of the Echo. Lord Portelaine said, this may prove our only chance to rescue them. Till we seize it. It's a good idea. Thank you, everyone. You won't regret this. Yeah, we're not gonna just like leave them hanging. Either way, like. Oh, this is real. I forget what this is really when things like pick up. I can't wait to see the new level 50 MSQ experience. Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There stands the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work, but all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes reality. At last we have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. As you say, my lord, rest assured, our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. Vitatin, you depart for Castrum Occidens at midnight. You will command the western front in Vilbrand. The Eorzeans will attempt to interfere with our plans. We'll see that they do not. My lord, if this be your will, I shall carry it out to the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yet, forgive my impudence, but is it proper to give command of half our forces to it? I have given you nothing, Prefectus. You have earned it. That will be all. Dismissed. Yes, my lord. Get some real imposter syndrome happening. My quarters, 1 hour. Whoa. I know. don't think I ever thought about what he was saying there. Jeez. Excuse me. Right. My purpose here is to reconnoiter Garlean activity along Albacia's spine. Owing to this, I have the honor of being acquainted with Yastrola. Now, the report of the Imperial airship's emergency landing came to us by way of Zemail Darkhold, situated to the west. Our man stationed at the entrance, a knight named Briselt, may be able to tell you more, so as to expedite your mission I shall furnish you with a letter of introduction. I pray that you will soon be reunited with your comrades. May the Fury grant you strength. They love letters of introduction. I probably got like 7 of them from Ishgardians already. They're probably like 20-minute reads too. Actually. You stand before Zemail Darkhold, the subterranean fortress excavated by the great Ishgardian house of the same name. None but authorized personnel may enter. Aren't you fancy? A letter from Lord Portelaine. They've come about the Imperial airship. According to our scouts, the vessel had scarce touched the ground when a pair of men, captives by all accounts, burst forth and bolted. Imperial soldiers have since been sighted in the area seeking to capture them. What? Captives are like to be friends of yours, you say? Then let us pray that they are yet a step ahead of their pursuers. Did you guys didn't do anything about it? Saw 2 people running away from the Empire and just like, oh, we're just gonna watch from over here. Good luck with that, you guys. The emergency landing reportedly took place near the Aurum Vale, situated south and west of here. I suggest you take your search there. Seek out a knight named Pierremons. He should be able to assist you. Pierremons? Both at the same location. Nice. Picked up unlocking Aurum Vale like right before I started today. Did they change Aurum Vale at all? I think they didn't change the non-MSQ. Sure. What did I do? I did Cutter's Cry. I somehow have never had a terrible party in there. I don't know how. Somehow. Like I've seen a lot of the nightmare stories, right? 45 minutes or something like unending because there's a billion wipe. No. I think I've had like a wipe. I'm sure it depends on like I'm sure it depends on the data center, right? The Imperial ship? I saw it approach to land with mine own 2 eyes. I hastened to the landing site, arriving just in time to see the vessel take to the skies again, but not before it deployed a detachment of troops. Gruff orders were being barked and there was an air of consternation about them. Like maybe it's because I'm on Aether data center that it's not as bad. Just want to use these. It's weird, I feel like they raised the defense and magic defense of a lot of items somehow. Like I feel like these were surely like 100% upgrade, like everything about them was an upgrade over anything regular. I'll pick that up for future Dark Knight use. Put that best. There were prisoners aboard the airship, it seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was forced to land. The Garleans who were deployed formed search parties and proceeded to scour the wilderness. In order to alert our forces, I returned to my post. Find evidence that someone had been here in my absence. Whoever they were, they tried the door to no avail and decided to go elsewhere. In all, I marked 2 sets of footprints, one large and one small. If you search the area, mayhap you would be able to follow the prints to their owners. I don't know, maybe they're just not as bad on Aether, maybe I'm just very lucky. Yeah, I do love the dark job quests. It's been a long time now already, since I did them. Maybe when I open it, I'll like level it up like crazy, and go do, and just level it up in duty support, and then go back and like have like a stream for the Dark Knight quests because they're so good. I don't know. Away wolf. Definitely have to get Dark Knight on this guy. It's the correct tank for him. These footprints are like 5 feet apart. Ugh. Good morning, sun off the snow. Jeez. I could have cut out two of those footprints, I think. Oh, held it. Wedge! Wedge is wedged under the bridge. Brr, so cold. I want to go home. Wah! Please don't eat me. Not nearly as succulent as I look. It's all skin and bones underneath, I swear. Ah, Cedric, it's you. Thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. The Garleans were snapping at our heels like a hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell-bent on invading them, I almost ran headlong into a monstrous gaping maw. Thrice! I finally found cover. It hit me how cold and hungry I was. Biggs? He isn't here. He went off in a different direction to lure our pursuers away. It's me, Sid. Have you had any success? Tracked down Wedge? That's wonderful news. Now what of Biggs? Nothing yet. You can't see me shaking my head. No, it's a phone, Cedric. I see. Well, it hardly surprises me that the big fellow went off as he did. For all the tongue lashings he gives Wedge, he's always taking care of him. I've scared the area surrounding the dark hole, but have nothing to show for it. At any rate, we know for a fact that Biggs headed west. Both Ida and Ishtola helping out, I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position while keeping an eye out for Biggs. If memory serves, there should be an Isgardian fortification not far to your west. Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Let us meet there. There, I hope? Was that Master Garland you spoke with? After 5 long years. Thank goodness he's alive. I'm feeling better now, Cedric. Let's go to Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive. Oh, so I guess you didn't see yet, this little guy down here, bottom left, is me when I'm not feeling it for the camera or just like not able to have it on at the moment. So I set this up for those times, so that there's something here at least. Well met and welcome, adventurer. What brings you this frozen corner of the realm? He's dying. He's great. So before, when I was thinking about streaming, we came up with this to be like my everything avatar, because he's a little wyvern guy, and then so I wanted to use it for streaming. So like not as long ago, wife drew up this little guy, and I added the open mouth and found out how to make it change that it opens its mouth when I talk. Very nifty. Not fancy or anything, but like very cute. Oh, it would seem your companion has caught a chill. Come and warm yourself by the fire. I will bring you a hot broth. How are we feeling now then? Stay here as long as you need. Same goes for you, friend. 'Tis plain you have a hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest when you can. Level 44 quest already telling the warrior of light to rest sometimes. Get some sleep, you simple idiot. Badge. I'm fine now, thanks to you, but I can't bear to think that Biggs is still all alone in the cold. Guardian's on his heels. He lured the enemy away for my sake, and now he's suffering for it. I hate to have to rely on you again, Cedric, but do you think you could search for Biggs? I haven't the slightest notion where he might be at the moment, but maybe, just maybe, the people here have seen something. It's true. A rugged gentleman dressed in the same manner as your companion. I'm sorry, but he did not come by here. Let me think a moment. I would not raise your hopes unduly, but there is a cave situated a short distance to the south. We call it the Fury's Gaze, and it may be worth the while to investigate. I'll make this suggestion only because your friend seems like a selfless sort. Rather than drawing the enemy to his tower, mayhap he elected to pass us by. I was like, why don't they just run into this tower? But he probably didn't want to bother people. Yeah, she really wants to like learn live 2D though. Make me a proper moving thing, which sounds like a lot of work. Like no matter what I look at, it looks like an unbelievable amount of work to make even like the most simplest of live 2D characters. I want to AoE you guys, but I don't want to fight like 20 plasmid points either. I don't have Vincent out. Vincent! Oh. Well, nobody's here anyway. Didn't find anything yet. Not in this area? Well, that stands to reason, I suppose, seeing as he was trying to lure the Guardians away from me. But where within this vast sea of snow and ice could he be? Great question. Yeah, I like Ninja pretty well. What do I have it at? I don't know what my main character has it at. I think my lowest level character is on main, jobs on main rather. Like 66. It's been nice to be like I love Dragoon too much. Like that's just what I just want to be Dragoon. But I'm trying to be something else. We can't give up Cedric. We must find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold or is recaptured. There must be someone in this tower who can help us, even if it's only to tell us where else to look. Ask them for me. Ask anyone who will listen, and hurry. Biggs' chance of survival grows slimmer by the moment. I don't know. Everything about Dragoon is just satisfying to me. Like the animations, the sounds, and everything. Yeah, I haven't done anything on main in like I don't know, like January, February, something like that. Like I didn't even. I gotta go do 6.1. So I don't know. I don't know when I'll do that. Your friend is lost in the wilderness, you say. If he's not found around here or in the vicinity of the Darkhold, it is possible he made for Whitebrim. To reach it, one must travel through Danafin Pass, the southern end of which lies to the north and east of here. While I make no guarantee that your search will bear fruit, it is surely better than worrying in idleness. Wish you luck. Oh, and one more thing. Do tread warily when climbing the stairs here. Not a moon ago, I near broke my neck when I slipped and took a tumble. I mean, that's great, but I'm just gonna, like, jump off of here. Anyway. Good advice, though. Doesn't bother me. Yeah, it's been a long time since I played anything at high level. I think I didn't even finish getting one of everything, one of each role of 40 or to 90. Looks like we found him. Ninja's great lower level because the actually having AoE is nice as a melee. I guess Monk does too, but they're just the Mudras are so much fun. Our orders are to take you back, dead or alive. Which will it be, engineer? Why don't you come and find out, Tin Head? I gotta watch the Hollow Stars EN boys just started. I gotta watch their debuts here after this. Ah, Cedric, is well that you are here. The situation is grave. Biggs is in a bad way. We need to do something right now. Yeah, let's go blow him up. Ida has the right of it. He will perish if we delay. With me. He's not alone. Kill them all. I don't think that's gonna go very well for you guys. It's gonna go like this. How am I supposed to fight these things? Rather than that big guy. I just have to try to remember the order of the things again. I was doing pretty well with them, but I'm surprised that's not something they have changed. Oh, I'm back on the main one again, that's why. It's like, why is he taking so long to die? Because I switched back to the boss one. My thanks. Another moment, and I would have passed out right here, dude. Okay. He has been too long in the cold. We must find shelter for him. We're set up in a tower over there. Monument Tower, you say? Very well. Eda and I shall bear him there with all haste. You two are gonna get him there. Why don't I take him there? Why don't we all take him there, actually? It would be so happy to see Biggs and Wedge again. We're all going to the same place. You don't have to take him there by yourselves. I can join. I really like most of the jobs, but I do it for different reasons. Most of them. Some of them I get a little annoyed by. What are my lowest ones? My lowest ones are like Black Mage is like 66. I think Warrior I have left at that. I have something else. Can't remember what though. Cannot thank you enough, Cedric. And the same goes for the rest of you. Thank you all so much. Oh, don't mention it. We're family, are we not? Well, yes. It's just I didn't think I'd ever see him again. I owe the lot of you my life, and you saved Wedges too, Cedric. I'm losing count of how many I owe you. Aha! Biggs, Wedge, gods, it's good to see the two of you again. Chief, it's you. It's really you. In our hearts, we knew you were still alive, but to finally see you in the flesh. When Alfino told me of the raid on the Waking Sands, I feared the worst. What happened? The enemy struck with nary a warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wedge and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint. Must have been awful. There's one thing I don't understand though. How did the Garleans get there so fast? I mean, the Immortal Flame should have seen them coming, right? I myself have asked the same question. That day when I returned to the carnage at the Waking Sands, I noted not a mist on the horizon. Nothing at all to suggest the passing of an Imperial force. From this, I concluded that Garleans came neither by land nor by air. Nay, they were born there by potent teleportation magics of the kind used by the Ascians. Carry on. We were bound and blindfolded and bundled in the cargo bay of a waiting airship. Can't really say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of an Imperial Stronghold, cast from Sentry. Upon arrival, we were marched off into the main complex. Biggs and I were thrown into a detainment cell together. While Minfilia and the others were taken elsewhere, that was the last we heard of them. Hey, so I'm confused still though. Like they didn't come by land or air, and they used teleportation magics. Where did the airship standing by come from? I guess if it was like been waiting around and then landed real quick and picked everybody up and ran off right away. I still feel like it would have been sighted by somebody somehow headed that way. That would have alerted some. I don't know. It's a little weird. Cast some sentry. What happened next? Well, we were held in isolation for what felt like years, but it was probably moons, or maybe only weeks. And then, without warning, the Imperials collected the pair of us and put us on another vessel, which we found out was bound for Garlemald, much to our dread. We knew that if we were taken back there, we weren't like to leave again. Though risky though it was, we sabotaged the ship's altitude control and thereby forced an emergency landing. In the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captors. The rest, as they say, They broke the ship mid-flight. They're crazy. I guess they know just the right way to break it, to not crash wildly and just lose altitude. If I didn't know better, I'd call that a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel? That will have been Biggs' handiwork, like as not. You always were resourceful in a tight spot, my friend. Even Sid's like, what's wrong with you? Cedric, thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It would seem I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. There's still many questions in my mind, but the answers can wait. Minfilia and the others still want for rescue. Alright, Yulak, Garland Ironworks is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what for. Yay! Whoa. I was worried I wouldn't be able to keep up after like I just barely was 44 to do Garuda on time. But now like all these quests are 44 for like 12 quests in a row. Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Minfilia and the others. Gods know we've kept them waiting too long already. Based on what we've learned, I believe it's safe to say they're being held at Castrum Sentry. Let us convene at Revenant's Toll in Mordona. Good place as any to prepare, and better than most. The road leading east, then south will get you there. When we arrive, let us seek the advice of the local adventurers. We're bound to learn a thing or two that will benefit our mission. Right. Head down there. Completely ruined sleep in the first day off this weekend. Slept like 7 or 8 yesterday and it was fine. But then later napped for like 4-ish hours. Like 3 AM to 7 AM or something like that. And then just slept like 2.5 hours before this. I was still up at like a Freya Nux Florette. Freya. What's that? Slathborn. Yeah, I completely. And I'd play 15 over and over again too. Well met, friend. What brings you to Revenant's Toll? Did I hear you rightly? Your friends are being held captive at Castrum Sentry and you want to rescue them. I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. Stronghold has been on high alert of late. With armored patrol seen about the perimeter around the clock. Not even a fly could get within 100 yalms of the walls undetected. The Guardians were alerted to our coming. We cannot know what they will do to Minfilia and others. We must act with the greatest stealth. It has to be good old-fashioned infiltration. Who is this? What are they doing back there? That's an NPC, right? Just hanging out in the background? Because it's cleared the rest of the, like, player characters. But with security so tight, how are we going to smuggle ourselves in? I have mine to walk through the front door. Huh? The front door? I will disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. It's funny, like he's just walking around in circles over there. For this one, you need to find a few sets of Imperial uniforms, a suit of Magitek armor, and impeccable timing. That's a bold strategy, but it just might work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing those Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect that we savage the origins would think to use the technology. It's settled. Very excited, Sid. If you're determined to go ahead with this, I'd recommend you speak with Blamont. The fella's got a personal grudge against the Empire and happens to know a deal about Castrum Sentry besides. I've no doubt that he'd want to be of aid. Eda and I shall go to reconnoiter Garlean activity at the Stronghold. Not do if something were to befall our comrades before we had the chance to act. Come and join us when you're ready, Cedric. Do this. Sometimes I wonder, Eda, are there ever times when you are not enthused? I'm nothing if not enthused, Istola, and you're beginning to remind me of Papalimo. Wait. Oh. Like this dude always too. Looking for Glamont, are you? Well, you found him, whoever you are. Hey, you're looking to get inside Castrum Sentry? Need my help? Something tells me you're gonna get along just fine. That's good. I don't think we ever talk to you again after these quests are over, though. Glamont would like to aid in your mission to rescue the captured Psions. They have friends at Castrum Sentry that want for rescue. That Slaffborn knows me too well. I count on my help. I've got a score to settle with the Imperials, and I never pass an opportunity to get back at the Horsens. But enough about me, let's talk strategy. Rescue and folk from captivity's right delicate business. Single oversight, just one little blunder, and it's all over. Can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to confirm beyond the shadow of a doubt that your friends are where you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover they've been moved elsewhere. But how can you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach Sentry from the east, you'll see a swampland to your left called the Tangle. Get in there, never mind the Morbles, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. Come upon some drainage pipes coming down from the Stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back up to the command tower. Listen closely, might be, as you can eavesdrop on some of the happenings within. Once we know for certain your friends are there, we'll move to the next stage of the operation. Now get going and Godspeed. Another Omega. I feel like is it? I think I haven't seen those last I was playing. Gonna go climb up a poop pipe, Shawshank Redemption style. Oh god, I hate them so much. Most annoying place to run through. Frogs. Come on guys, be cool. I guess they hear you. Oh no, did I? Are you for real? Are you serious? That's not nice. Plain not nice. I'm just making everybody mad on the way to this poop pipe. There we go. Definitely gonna have to fight that thing now. Vincent, come on, man. Keep yourself alive, Vincent. Line. Check out this drain pipe. Oh, jeez. Definitely not diseased at all. Now can we check out the chain? Faint sound of conversation echoes down the pipe. What of the captive? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be a deaf mute for all the information we've gotten out of her. The others aren't much better. The Elizan gets on my nerves most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it's only to spout gibberish. Oh, Orianjay. They can't understand Orianjay. Great. I do wonder, why is the Tribunus so obsessed with this Minfilia woman? They say she possesses some mystical power, something we Garleans don't have. Mystical power? Like the kind the beastmen use? How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're so curious, why don't you ask the Tribunus yourself? As well try to tummel her. I like my head where it is, thank you very much. Our break is over. Best we get back to our stations. Nobody knows what Della Orianjay is saying. I still like my idea to screenshot everything he says in the game and then translate it into like modern English. I'm just so incredibly lazy to actually do that though. It would be funny though. Like Orianjay's sentence is like a paragraph. Translation is just like, yeah, I think we should do that. It's good to see you again, Cedric. I'm given to understand that you have conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? So Minfilia and the others are indeed a Casham sentry. Their presence thus confirmed we may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Sid took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray have the details from him. Okay. Good work, Cedric. As Alphino has already told you, we've plotted out a course for the rescue. The gist of it is unchanged. We disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers to infiltrate the stronghold. Balmon is looking into ways to procure a suit of Magitech armor. Meantime, I need your assistance for some preparation of my own. Julia and the others are counting on us. Cedric, let's not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. Every so often, like, I don't know if it's Streamlabs just like flashes, like the whole thing. Throws me off. While Glamont goes about devising his plan, we need to see some preparation of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover that they're short on armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communications jamming device. The explanation is like to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Simply put, voices are born upon etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. Now, the hill-sized cluster of corrupted crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the selfsame energy. By making use of this property, we should be able to drown out Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystals among the cluster. For this, I need to go there and use this device to take readings. Mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few. Makes sense. Oh, man. My nose has also chosen violence. If I found sound completely stuffed up, it's because how it is. Like, sometimes I just wake up and my nose is bad all day long. I can't do anything about it. No allergy pills. I use, like, spray it out, clean it out, everything. There, right, yeah. You son of a bitch. Stab you in the face. Yeah. Hasn't been for a while. I used to get sinus migraines like every other week. Hasn't been bad like that in a long time, but still, my nose just like needs air. I don't know. Don't know what it is. Like they were so bad. Like I would take medicine for sinus relief. Oh God, why? Hate you all. I gotta take medicine for it, and that medicine would make me feel nauseous. And eventually figured out like I have to just like go throw up to get rid of sinus migraine. Still get them on occasion. I actually think my right side is like closed up. Like it's always on the right side of my face. But I think it's actually like physical issue, like that side's not open enough. What is that, deviated septum? I think? Yeah, usually my only recourse, like I'll do everything too. Like I'll take medicine, I'll steam, I'll use a neti pot, like literally everything. And it still won't clear it. So my recourse is to like, if it's mild, my recourse is just to go pass out and hope I wake up with it cleared up. Or like make myself feel nauseous enough to throw up from it, that like the pressure change of throwing up makes it clear up somehow? I don't know. Someday I might actually like ask a doctor, but I'd have to go to one. I haven't been to one since, I don't know, 2005. You have the readings? Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. Yes, 4 of these crystals should suit our purpose, though I pray that we won't have need of their power. My thanks, Cedric. Bring the wax out of your ears now, because there's something I want you to do by way of preparation. Plans to have you enter Custom Sentry all decked out in Imperial duds. The disguise is more than just the clothes you're wearing, you also gotta act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial Salute. First impressions are everything, as they say. I could teach you this salute myself, of course, but it's best you learned it from the experts. So get yourself near as you dare to Custom Sentry and watch the Imperials doing what they do. It's just a... What? What are these? What is this party? Eternal Darkness. Yo. Yo, that's amazing. Oh man, I need that so much. Holy shitballs, that's cool. Awesome. Yeah, right? That is cool looking. Probably left now, didn't it? Yeah. That was awesome. I have to get on main and go. Usually I don't buy it, I just, you know, I read it, and I don't know now. Let me see. But I can find it. Where is it? On 14 collect, yeah, so collect. Patch 0.1. Barding of Eternal Darkness, crafted by Armor. So that's from what? Doing, needs Crystal of Eternal Darkness. I think that must be Extreme something, right? Is that from Extreme, Endsinger? Must be what it's from, though. Garland data just tells me source is more. 14 collect. Barding of Eternal Darkness. There's another one too that's new. Barding of Divine Light. That must be. Oh yeah, Zodiark. Okay. Zodiark, and there's a Heidelin one too. Let's see. Why does everything here have to aggro by sound too? Guys, I have a great way to get a uniform too. Why don't I just kill a couple of these guys? Yeah, right? This is one of the worst places in the game to have to run through. Like, I can't stand it. So glad flying came to 2.0 zones. For that reason. I was having problems with by default it's the DPI button on my mouse. Like I'd hit it and nothing, it wouldn't trigger the abilities. So I opened it up and couldn't do anything to it, but it seems to be working better. It seems to be working every time I press it. So I think there was like this tiny little switch. I think there was something between the actual like outside button and the switch itself that I didn't see when I opened it up, but came out of place. There's a bunch of cat hair in there too. Scary to open a mouse that's otherwise working perfectly, but nothing to report, sir. We have received an anonymous warning that insurgent forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend that patrols be increased. That's from our boy that I found in the parking lot at work last year. His hair is like super long. He was up on the desks all the time since I got this mouse. He hasn't been so much recently. So it probably won't refill with cat hair again. But like I didn't see anything actually in there. I was like, well, I can't do anything. Like it's not like I need to clean the switch or anything. I just like blew out whatever else was you could see in there, and got it to take the screws out of like even one of the PCB boards in there to get to where the switch is. I feel like I haven't been to Mordono main since I was leveling mage. The you kill something instantly and switch jobs trick. I need to open sale. Oh ho ho. I love I don't know why. I love their starting gear. Maybe because they look like they come straight from Bleach in this stuff. Samurai is definitely gonna be something I level. So did you manage to learn the Imperial Salute? No, best you don't demonstrate. I'm liable to fly into rage and crack skulls. Just take your word for it. You could've just taught me, like, it's a salute. It's not like a 15-step handshake, man. You're called Cedric Nightvale, yes? I've heard of your plight from my friend Glomant. I would hope so, because you're 2 feet away. The fellow adventurer and son of yours, you both, I would offer you my assistance. In order to infiltrate Castum Sentry, you and your comrades must disguise yourselves as Imperial soldiers. The question is how to go about acquiring the uniforms and helms. There are places a man might purchase them, but individual. I think it's Samurai that's still like 66, I think, on main. I think it's Samurai, Black Mage, Warrior are the lowest I have. Yeah, I was slowly working them up before Endwalker came out. Like, very slowly. Ray? Oh yeah, this is a perfect opportunity. I'm gonna see if I want. Where does the overlay? Yeah. I stand out a little bit as a bunny boy. A retcon. I think I have to retcon in some bunnies and some cats. One second. What are you doing? Yeah. Cat's got second round. As long as you need. They just went through all this stuff. They could have just added like a few NPCs, changed a couple of them. Just add extra NPCs that you don't interact with, just are just there. There are places a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in such wares are not the sort to whom you would entrust your secrets. It would be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you need via traditional means from the bodies of their recently deceased owners. They'll definitely not know somebody is coming when we appear outside their gates and kill a couple of their guys. Right? We're supposed to be being secret. The fortified area before Castum Sentry never lacks for Imperial patrols. It ought not take long to obtain 3 sets of gear, 1 for each member of the infiltration team, Biggs, Wedge, and yourself. When you have what you need, please return here and allow me to inspect the spoils. Also, how am I gonna get a uniform that very specifically fits me? Like, isn't even Rogadin and Lalafell hard enough to get? There's only like regular higher dudes out here. But we're gonna need like 12 of them to make the Rogadin one put together from a bunch of them. Ready. Boom. Come test your luck. The RP casinos are even advertising in Mordona. Oh, I need to kill like 6 guys? At least with that fix, the mouse button fix, that opens me up to even more buttons being mapped. Quite nice. There were some other ones I was thinking of changing too. I don't map enough my buttons, honestly. But there are just also so many. Paralyze. It's rude. You have to be a black mage for it. Chocobo's got it sooner, that'd be real great. But I guess that's a little too strong. Garbage, garbage. What? From that far away, man. Leave me alone. See if I can make it around this guy. Should do it. Right. Dude's just chilling. I guess it is pretty busy out here. Were you able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment? Yeah. Damaged, as I suspected. In their present condition, I fear these uniforms and helms are like to draw suspicion. They must be repaired, if only superficially. Fortunately, the blacksmith Eganoff at the Diamond Forge in Rowena's house of splendor should be able to hammer them into shape in no time. I've already sent word ahead and have been assured that he is expecting you. Worry not, we have already impressed upon him the need for utmost secrecy as to the nature of your mission. This is an absolute secret. Let's involve as many people here as humanly possible. So the adventurer Sark Malark. Bench. Sorry, I've been waiting for you. Now let's see what you got for me. I don't know how you're supposed to make 3 sets of human-sized stuff into suits for Bunny Boy, Lalafell, and Rogadin, but I see how. Yes, I reckon I can hammer these back into shape for you. After all, I owe your friend Sark Malark a favor or two. Took good care of old Eganoff back in the days before I fell in with old Rowena, he did. Did you know he's the son of one of the wealthiest families in the Sultanate? Wouldn't expect someone like that to end up in the life he did, but I suppose he always felt the adventurer's life calling him. And here I go blabbering on when there's work to be done. Just hold your horse birds for a moment or two, and the great Eganoff will have your gear looking good as new. Hold your horse birds, man. Now my coffee's finished. There we have it. Won't do you much good in battle, mind you, but from what I hear, that's not your priority anyhow. You send Sark Malark my regards, will you? What a name. Old Sarky Malarky. I do like the warrior armors, though. Like a lot. This one's okay. But my main Alra girl, she looks great in them. Yeah, I love the Boja sets are nice. Nice being a location that a lot of people actually. Have you had the uniforms and helms repaired? Yeah, I sure did. Yes, these will serve beautifully. The great Eganoff never fails to impress. The quality of these repairs would fool even a legatus. Thus equipped, you should not have any trouble blending in amongst Imperial forces, unless you fear that the Guardians might detect your foreignness. Foreigners, in fact, form the greater part of the Guardian invasion force in Eorzea. See, when the Empire subjugates new territory, it assimilates the people of that land into its armed forces. In turn, these conscripted forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. This way, Gormal nips rebellion in the bud and expands its territory in one fell stroke. With that, my part in your mission is done. I'm full glad to have been since your cause. Why would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? I know not where you heard such a tale, but believe me when I say that I'm but another humble adventurer, one who desires only act in the best interests of the realm. Good. Oh, time to get our Magitek armor. Good work getting them Imperial duds. You'll be pleased to hear I ain't been idle myself. It took me long enough, but I finally hatched a plan to get us a suit of Magitek armor. Now, from what I've seen, Custom Sentry deploys a Reaper for most of its patrols. The trouble is, the patrols themselves are irregular, meaning random routes and random deployments. Hardly any of them come anywhere near Revenant's toll. So hoping to coax the Imperials out of their shells, I took the liberty of feeding them a bit of the old false intelligence. Told them insurgents had designs on their stronghold. Ain't far from the truth. Now I come to think of it. Any road, we should start seeing more patrols than we have up to now. What you need to do is approach one of these patrols dressed up in your shiny tin suit and alert them to the enemy's presence. Having done that, you'll want to lure them as near to Revenant's toll as you can. Like as not though, they'll be wary of venturing far from their own walls. If they do need a bit of extra encouragement, use this smoke signal here. Built fresh from an Imperial scout. They'll come running when they see that. And when the cavalry arrives, you hit them hard and make off with the Reaper. Simple as that. Find me a second, there's a patrol sweeping the perimeter now, so run along, eh? And don't forget to salute. I should put that on here. For now. Well, way over there. Oh, Oh, isn't that a special feat? Just a regular boss one. That's just a regular boss one. One of our covert operatives, are you? Carry on, soldier. Surge is gathering into the east, you say? Judging by your description, they are well beyond the perimeter, but I will not have it said that I was remiss. You, return to the scene and keep an eye on those insurgents. Should all go awry, use your smoke signal to call us. I'm surprised it didn't force us to wear the equipment, actually. I think did they tell us to? Oh. Why did they aggro from so far away, too? The worst part, I feel like I'm well clear of where they should be attacking from. He's definitely gonna see me. Alright. Up top. Shiny time. What's happened to my neck? Am I supposed to be looking at Sid? Hope you don't mind my joining. Seeing as we're seizing advanced weaponry, I thought it best to be on hand. Ah, there she is. This is the place, but where's the enemy? They're over there. Send in the Reaper. Let us make an example of these insurgents. I'm the guy you just thought was one of you. Did you already forget what I look like? Oh, I'm not on. Put down all the foot soldiers, then concentrate on the Reaper. A few scratches can't be helped. Yeah! Oh. Oh. Hostiles detected. Engaging. These are... It's regular people that said that? It sounds like a robot. Hostiles detected. They have quite the noise there when they die, don't they? I destroyed it. I broke the heck out of that thing, didn't I? At last, our very own suit of Magitech armor. Now I'm wishing to look a gift chocobo in the peak, but it does seem rather the worse for wear, doesn't it? Big Swedge, what's your honest assessment? Well, there's the fact that she's smoking, of course, but looking past that, I'd say she was structurally sound. I don't like the way these legs are buckled. I hate to say this, but the servo mechanism may be damaged. Eh, but aren't those things protected by thick armor plate? Yes, they are. Ah, the casing doesn't seem to have taken a blow. I suspect we're dealing with a faulty part. Well, whatever it is we're dealing with, we're not resting till it's fixed. Not 1 week of sleep. You got that, Wedge? Oh no. Oh. Hmm? Hmm? Inkart Chocobo? I heard that. That hall has been set aside for use in Revenant's Toll. That's where we'll carry out the repairs. Look for us there, Cedric. Sure thing, man. Oh, the eyes are so good. I thought that part was broken that holds the legs up. Oh, it's limping. Still. The Magitech armor. Sid and the others took it inside. Go in and join them. We've now had time to take a closer look at the Reaper. Our preliminary diagnosis was correct. She's structurally sound, but her servo mechanism is faulty. You needn't worry though, Biggs and Wedge will see her restored to her former glory in no time at all. Give those two something to mend, and they will think of naught else till the job's done. It is a marvelous thing to behold, provided you remind them to visit the privy. Guy's good. Use the restroom sometime, you guys. Hydrate, neat, jeez. Repairs are proceeding apace. It shouldn't be long now before Biggs and Wedge complete their work. There is, however, one small problem. As you may recall, the Machina's servo mechanism was discovered to be faulty. Wedge has subsequently ascertained that the Magitech core which drives it is worn beyond use. Such cores are rather fragile devices which must be replaced at regular intervals. Thanks to the negligence of our Imperial colleagues, however, the one using this Reaper was long overdue. Alas, we don't have access to a ready replacement here in Mordona. But all is not lost. Wedge thinks he may have identified an alternative solution. Go and see him, would you? He'll explain the details to you. Click right here. But if I should use it or save it. You know what, it's not going to be as good as this. I'll tell you now. They made the stuff that drops from dungeons like super OP. I believe the chief has already informed you the Magitech core is worn beyond use. We need to find a replacement. I thought about having you appropriate more Reapers, but even if the Dunderhead maintenance engineers Cassim Sentry had remembered to replace their cores, we would risk arousing the Imperial suspicion. But do not despair, for I believe there's a solution. Substitute the Magitech core with a Mammoth Heart. In case you don't know, a Mammoth Heart can be used to grant sentience to an automaton. By my reckoning, such a device should be more than capable of regulating the armor's servo mechanism. We just need to make some minor modifications to the housing unit. I've already placed an order for a first-rate Mammoth Heart with the Goldsmiths Guild. All that remains is for someone to go to Oda and collect it. Oh, and to pay for it. I have. Did I mention how much they cost? No. Well, they typically cost something in the order of, I hope you don't mind footing the bill. It's all for good cause. Thanks, bye. I'm gonna throw you, Wedge. If it's that much money, I'm gonna just throw you with that. Serendipity. Hello there, come to collect a Mammoth Heart, you say? Then you must be here on behalf of Garland Ironworks. I've taken the liberty of picking the finest example we have. heart fit for the prince among mammoths. Payment! Oh, that won't be necessary. The heart is for Master Alphino's personal use, after all. He notified us a short while ago that his manservant will be coming. Alphino, I'm also going to throw you. I am not your manservant, child. Tender in years though he may be, Master Alphino has been a benefactor of ours since my predecessor's time. Goldsmith's Guild wouldn't dream of charging him. But here's the mammoth heart. May it serve you well. Oh, and please do pass on my compliments to your master. Alphino. Alphino, I'm gonna throw you in the nearest body of water. For calling me your manservant. It's just rude. Oh yeah, it's that chess piece. Oh, that's great stuff. Yeah, he's... I don't know, they're both just so, like, stuck up. Want to go in? It hardly needs saying. Okay. They're like stiff and so like full of themselves. I guess like they are teenagers, aren't they? At the peak of Dunning-Kruger. Do you have the mammoth heart? I can't wait to see if it works. Hurrah, thank you so much. But this is magnificent. Must have cost an emperor's ransom. Free of charge, courtesy of Alphino. Coming from an influential family certainly has its advantages. Spoiled rich brats is what it like. Yeah. I get that they are, but like geez, man. Without further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing unit, so it should slot right in. There, she's ready. Magitech armor, engage. Or not. She just needs a loving tap, I'll wager. Huh? Very concerned. Yeah, that doesn't work. I turned it on. Game over. Oh. Try and Steam Labs. Set a hotkey and hotkey settings to toggle the in-game overlay. Okay, hotkey. Toggle game overlay. What can I use? I want to be able to like see comments without switching. I don't know what key I can use yet. She's alive. Let's take her outside and put her through her paces. Cedric, would you care to do the honors? I gotta find a button I'm not already using. The minus key. Ah! Nice, okay. Now maybe I can see chat without having to look over. Pretty nifty. I'll get this thing figured out just yet. Hop in a pilot seat. We'll begin as soon as you're ready. First, I'd like you to try climbing that angle of crystals yonder as far up as you can go, if you please. Oh, and if for some reason you need to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. still remember getting this. Oh, it showed up. Oh man, it's hard to see though. Man. Turn recent event. But man, it's kind of huge. I don't know where. I'll put it over here. Where party stuff is. Okay. Now maybe. You know, down we go. It's weird. Like, I didn't play for very long, but I remember so much from when I first played, when 2.0 came out. Like being in Northern Thailand and like everybody's riding their Magitech armor around, trying to do fates. No anomalous movements evident from either leg. Good. Next, jump back down and then sprint north, quick as you can. North. Yeah, oh, yeah, these are like the worst enemies to have to deal with in this thing too. Leg joints absorbing all impact without instant. Excellent. Please make your way back, Cedric. Okay. I can see this being pretty rough. Here, it's kind of a pain in the butt. Trust remains stable during vigorous motion. Excellent. That concludes our test. Thank you for your cooperation. Test completed set. Alright. Here's a summary of my findings. The drivetrain is in sound condition. With some fine tuning, we expect a noticeable improvement in performance. As for the servo mechanism, I'm afraid it's not nearly as responsive as it should be, and I'm at a loss to explain why. The amendment heart is in pristine condition and should be installed correctly. Perhaps its inner workings are simply too different to operate harmoniously with the armor's other mechanisms. Whereas Magitech cores serve only to conduct impulses, mammoth hearts enable automata to process the information collected by their sensors as feelings. Maybe she just doesn't feel like part of the team, in which case we should all do our best to make her feel welcome. Welcome. Click. Uh-oh. Shiny time. Daft as it felt, I gave it my best. I've welcomed myself to a bloody standstill. What were we expecting it to do anyway? Bob us a curtsy? No doubt you're wondering why the servo mechanism is so important as to warrant this silliness. Without it, the pilot would be required to control their armor's every movement manually. This would be an onerous task at the best of times and wholly impractical during battle. Using Amendment Heart in place of the War Magitech core seemed a promising solution. Alas, the device does not appear to be compatible with Garlean technology. Wedge, are there no other ways we might demonstrate our appreciation to our friend here? I'm at my wit's end, Chief. She just doesn't seem convinced. We could try a little dance, perhaps, or cheer our heads off. Imperials, they come for the armor. Damn it, they have us cornered. There's the Reaper. Taken by the traitor Garland. Is that the Icon Slayer? Oh, bollocks. Call for reinforcements. As you will. We've located the Stolen Reaper. Requesting immediate assistance. Respond. Respond. No, you sir, there's some sort of interference. Curse you, Garland. No matter, if we can't reclaim it, destroy it. Bloody hell. Cedric, protect our armor at all costs. Easy. No, you don't. What? Get away from her. Ooh. Should be good. Stop it. There we are. Man, Bunny Boy's faces are great. I just love it so much. Can't help it. Chief, look, she moved. Ah, now she deigns to grace us with her presence. Took us a good while, but we're finally ready. Time to infiltrate Castrum Sentry and rescue our comrades. There, the finishing touch. Ooh. So happy. The servo mechanism is now fully functional, and all it took was a simple fight to the death. Remind me not to install a mammoth heart aboard the Enterprise, would you? Much as I love her, I would rather not be required to profess it before boarding. But enough of that, let us see to our final preparations. Thanks to Biggs and Wedge, the Reaper is as good as new, and we're as prepared as we're like to get. I don't know where I get that in from. Ground speed of Mordon has increased, yay! How go your preparations, Cedric? We leave as soon as you're ready. I'm fine. Valmont, you came. I thought I'd give you all a roaring send-off. It's the least I can do for the fine men and women that are about to make my lifelong wish come true. We'll do our best. It occurs to me, for all the help you've afforded us, we know little and less about you. What did the Empire do to earn your ire? But I fear I've put curiosity before consideration. I quite understand if you'd rather not relive those memories. No, I don't mind, really. Truth be told, a part of me was itching to tell you my tale. Find you, it's hardly a novel. It's hardly novel. I ain't the first to suffer at Imperial hands. Like most folks, I used to have a mother. She was... most folks. I mean, I would think most folks used to have a mother. I would think. even if it's only for like a minute or two. I would think most folks would have indeed have a mother. She was a sweet, caring woman with a smile never far from her face. There was a sister too. Pretty little thing she was, gentle as a lamb, but tough as nails. We were poor folk living simple lives, but we knew happiness just the same. It's like he's telling us the story about somebody else rather than himself. Oh, there was also a sister. Not like, oh, there was also my sister. Then the Imperials came and took it all away. In Alamigo fell, they put my family in a camp. Being a lad, I was made to do hard labor, while my mother and sister were forced to do far worse. They hid their suffering from me as best they could, but I knew. Thought of it drove me mad. We had to escape, and so I hatched a plan to get us out of the city. We were picking our way around a gorge not far outside the walls when they caught up with us. And rather than allow themselves to be taken away, my mother and sister leaped over the edge before my very eyes. Heartbroken as I was, I didn't put up a fight when the Imperials clapped me in chains and dragged me back. It was some years after that I escaped again. That time I got away. I swore then that I'd take it revenge on the Empire and become an adventurer so as to hone my skills and earn the coin I needed. But nigh on 2 decades since gone by, and what have I achieved? Bugger all, that's what. Not like you lot. You ain't been there 10 minutes. Been here 10 minutes. You've already done more than I managed in 10 bloody years. You give us too much credit, Clement. We seek only to rescue our friends. Well, what's more important than that? In any road, after you've got your friends back, you're planning on going after the Empire, and don't you pretend you ain't. I've helped a few folk take on the Imperials over the years, and every time I have, it's helped stave off my appetite for revenge. Some that tells me I won't be going hungry for a while, what with everything you've got planned. And you're sure that will satisfy you? If you wish to strike back at the Empire with your own hand, you need only say the word. We would be glad to have you with us. Tempting though your offer is, I'm afeard I must decline. I swear I'd get revenge on the Empire, 'tis true, but I've long since realized that the front lines are no place for a man like me. Alright, there's some as would call me craven, but I prefer to think of myself as a realist. My talents lie in scheming, you see, not swordplay. Helping folk like you is how I can make the most difference. That's quite enough storytelling for one day. Best not keep your friends waiting any longer. I'll be praying for your safety and success. May Ragnar give you strength. Yeah. Wherever the Empire goes, misery invariably follows in its wake. For the sake of all who call Eorzea home, we must put an end to Gaius' ambitions. First, we have friends to rescue. Biggs, Wedge, and I will lie in wait east of Casham Sentry, just outside the Strongholds patrol perimeter. Join us when you're ready. And don't forget to wear your disguise, or this will be the shortest rescue mission in history. But the disguise has no stats. Let me get over there first. Going. Both 47 now. Samurai and Red Mage I can just like go unlock, right? Pretty sure. Like, oh god. I hate you so much. It's not like Astrologian, Dark Knight, and, what's it called? And Machinist. Why? I think I read somewhere this doing this on single target isn't worth it anymore. I don't know. Last I saw using that single target was worth it, but that's a long time ago. Very long time ago. Also, I can't wear the helmet. I can't wear the helmet. I'm a bunny boy. Forgive me for saying so, but you Cut quite a dashing figure in Imperial black and crimson. But now's not the time for jests. I mean, you enjoy black and red. Let's review the infiltration plan. Castrum Sentry lies just beyond. A short while ago, an Imperial patrol left to do its rounds. Alpha and I will create a diversion out here and keep them occupied for as long as we are able. Meanwhile, the three of you enter the stronghold, posing as the patrol returning from duty. Should Alpha and I prove less distracting than hoped, I will contact you via link pro. Be ready to beat a hasty retreat. I feel like there's an easier way to get up there than throwing him 30 feet in the air. Wedge will lead the way in the Reaper. Stay close to him. And I hardly need to tell you this, but don't do anything suspicious. My entire existence is suspicious. Oh, unless you wonder, Ida and Stola left shortly before you arrived. We had planned that they should linger in the vicinity to cover our retreat in the event that Alfino and I attracted too much attention. But the approach of an Imperial vehicle forced us to improvise. Don't be too disappointed. They did at least leave a message for you. Something along the lines of, don't do anything reckless, if memory serves. Wise words. Alright, the Imperial Patrol should be returning any moment now. You'd best be off. Good luck, Cedric. May the 12 keep you. How is this not shady? Like, I have just the shirt on. I have ninja gear from Doma and two daggers on my sides. Oh.
You have spirit. That I will allow. Yet you struggle to the benefit of none, least of all, yourself. This echo of yours intrigues us. We desire only to understand it, and for that we need your help. You wish to be rid of the icons, do you not? You would have saved yourself a great deal of torment had you accepted our aid from the beginning.
That's not abusive at all.
Tell me everything, and I shall end it quickly. Refuse, and though you beg for death, you shall not have it. Which will it be? As you wish, my dear Minfilia. Unpleasant though it will be for all concerned, you leave us no choice but to employ more rigorous methods of study. Be so kind as to deliver the prisoners to Castrum Meridianum.
Aren't they already developing?
Yes, lady.
Like at this time, they're already developing the echo, the fake echo in Cordola, right? Wow. Wow. I guess they don't know that they've got the fake echo in Cordola, like right now. Over here in Eorzea. I best get back to my duties. The supplies aren't going to move unless it's like, I don't know, because they don't. The timeline is so. Oh, she doesn't have it. Oh, that's that's right. They give it to her during Stormblood, don't they? Yeah. For some reason, I thought she had it earlier than that. But yeah, I remember. Like, man, Stormblood was already so long ago for me. Okay. They must be pretty decently along. I guess. Must be pretty decently along in the research, though. I best get back to my duties. The supplies aren't going to move themselves, and neither are the prisoners. Come to that. Oh yeah, I get it. Oh, my apologies, I didn't notice you there. So engrossed was I in my task. You'd be engrossed too had the tribunals commanded you to arrange for the prisoners to be transported. What prisoners do I speak of? You mean you haven't heard? Only the infamous Scions of the Seventh Dawn, captured by the tribunals herself. Don't believe me? Have a look in the storage tower when next you pass that way. Storage tower. Good job, Wedge. That's a fine salute. Part of the maintenance crew from Ossedens, are you? Welcome to Custom Sentry, Engineer. What? Prisoners? Oh, you've heard the rumors then. Yes, they're being held in the storage tower, but I strongly suggest you pay them no mind. You're summoned here to work, not to gulp at yours as defeated heroes. Show a bit of enthusiasm or I'll have you reported. Guy doing? Just like hanging out. Greetings, comrade. Forgive me for asking, but you haven't visited the storage tower recently, have you? I only asked because I dropped something in there, and oh, who am I fooling? I've fallen for one of the prisoners, alright? I dare say you know the one I mean. Hey? Belt blonde? Goodness, no. It's the Lalafellin lass I'm smitten with. She's so adorable it hurts. I want to sweep her up in my arms and squeeze her till my arms ache. What do you reckon it would take to convince the Centurion to lend me the key so I can see her? Oh, he loves Tataru. He's got a crush on Tataru. Why you're not at your post? If you have business, salute me before. Oh yeah. What's this? You need access to the storage tower. What business have you there? At the Tribunus' behest, you say. This is highly irregular, but it would not do to make my lady wroth. Take my identification key. See that it is returned when your errand is concluded. Man, your security ops is awful in here, guys. Absolutely awful. Hi, random guy. Here's my ID card to get you into the most important place in here right now. Security is tight. Security's not tight. I just got an ID card. We're gonna need a special key if we want to get past this fuckhead. I saluted a guy and he gave me his key. Not that tight. They don't have like ID checks or anything. Like, just wear a uniform and salute a guy and he gives you the key to the whole place. I guess this is just like those scams, right? You grab like a work uniform, a clipboard, and a ladder, and just walk into somewhere. You're like, yeah, I'm here to fix this thing, and they just let you through. I've heard of that before happening. Look like your own official business, and you can do whatever you want. Yeah, we're totally engineers here to fix stuff in the storage tower. No! Celia and the rest. Thank goodness they're safe. I'm the one you want. Leave the others be. If you harm my friends, I swear I shall take my own life and you shall answer to your mistress. Tataru, you must do something. Risk letting the entire cast room know we're here. Fine. We've got them. Let's blow it up and get out. Ah, you're right. We may not get a better chance. This is 3rd Squadron. What is it? A Reaper? Seized when? Came to light only now? Well, yeah, they were probably trying to hide their incompetence. Culprits will have left a trail. Take as many men as you need and scour the area. I want that Reaper found. It's right here. Now's our chance. We also painted our symbol on the side of it before we headed into the Imperial compound. Like, isn't that a little suspect? What the? Strike my last. Eliminate the intruders. I think Tataru and Wedge is a ship anybody can get behind. I'm buying a Cedric together, we may yet win free. Oh, okay. What? You said to free you. Oh god. Am I gonna heal me? I wanted to undo your stuff. It told me no. Why are they clickable if I can't do it? Cedric, I was so scared. Don't cry, Tataru. Okay. It was foolish of you to come here. You might have been killed. But, thank you. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not arrived when you did. I say, did you not see Thancred anywhere? I'm beginning to fear for the fellow. Yeah, about Thancred, guys. To linger here shall yield us no answer. Let us away ere the window to our liberty closes shut. Yeah, let's not stay here. Let's get the hell out. The Oriented translation there. What did you say? Escaped? Then recapture them. Fail and I shall have your head. What have we here? Tribunus herself, just as you said. You have the eye of an Ahriman, Ida. Ooh. Wow, she's kind of hard to miss in that showy armor of hers. Cursed scions. How did you slip our defenses? With unexpected ease, if truth be told. There chanced to be a commotion outside the castle's walls which allowed us to avail ourselves of the comfort of your vehicle. She told us just being polite. That was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever stowed away in. It's no wonder it's called the Phantom Train. No passenger would be seen dead on it. So you scuttled in amidst the freight, like the vermin you are. I shall be sure to have words with our rat catcher. Such negligence is unforgivable. That is far from your most pressing concern. First you must answer for your own wrongdoing, Livia Sess Junius. 'Twas you who led the raid on the Waking Sands, you who butchered unarmed men and women for the crime of being unworthy of capture. You killed our friends, we'll never forgive you. Nor shall we suffer you to plague Eorzea a day longer. We take you to your guard. More intruders, protect the Tribunus. Confound it, Ida, with me. After them. Let's move, Ida. Where's His Excellency? In the hangar, my lady, in discussion with our guest. Alert him at once. Yes, my lady. No, no, no! There they are, fan out and surround them. Must protect Tataru. Biggs, I'm going in. See everyone to safety. Yeah, just start shooting at him. No, Wedge, don't do it. You don't need to run in there, just start blasting him with the cannon from here. Oh no, Cedric, hold him off. I'll look after Minfilia and Tataru. Uh oh. Time to get copyright claimed on YouTube again. Because for some reason Warner Music likes to claim this song instantly, immediately, as soon as your video exists. Vulnerable. Whatever is generating a shield, it must be nearby. Find it. Don't remember where it is. There it is. What? Oh, it chased after me? Who's got the carbuncle? Oh, Papalimo? Orion. Oh, Orion J. Oh no. More? Oh, one's still invulnerable? And oh, just our involved, huh? We gotta find this other thing. Where are you? There you are. This was kind of nice about going back and playing, like, when you play it as it comes out, there's so much time between everything that you forget so much stuff. Like, this is what, like my 4th Realm Reborn playthrough? When I get to 2.1, it'll only be my 2nd time playing 2.1 and onward. Retcon. Oh, I got it. I could have New Game Plus this, but I thought it would be more fun to do a new character too. Better show of the actual experience, perhaps. I don't know. Like on main, I played through this, but we started like halfway through Stormblood. Ugh. Yeah, bots are great. Let's be somebody else, right? Had to be had to make the bunny boy. I'm sad. 'Cause I had like, I guess I could just go check out this character. We created a bunch of characters on different places and just sat them there and never used them still.
Take the leader, kill the rest.
But like, I had like 20 saved save data for character creation, and they're all in my hard drive that's sitting in a box on my shelf because it started to fail and I didn't have $1,600 to recover the data yet. It's tough because like most of that data I don't need, but man, it's a shame. Yeah, it's like, it's just character creation data. That's fine. There's some pictures from my first visit to Japan on there that are like irreparably lost if I don't get it repaired or don't get it recovered, and that recovery price is, I thought, like $500 or something, right? Something like that. Like, that's a lot of money, but that's not like out of the realm of possibility. Yeah, but 1,600, man, is like my mind was prepared, like it's gonna be $500. I'm not gonna be able to do this, and then they're like, they got like 3 plans. Like I think it was like 1,200 for a terabyte, 1,600 for 2, or something like that. And there's good stuff on there that will be gone forever if I don't get it. But the kicker is, like, it started to fail like just before we're gonna get a backup drive. We're like, we should get a backup drive and start backing stuff up. And like, as soon as we discussed that, our hard drive was like, nope, I'm done. Yeah, I was in the middle of doing, what was it? It was one of the near raids.
The Astola!
And like, it started freaking out. Like, I was in the middle of the near raid. Now mind you, 14's not on this hard drive at all. But I'm in the middle of a near raid, and like everything freezes. Like, I can run around, and I can do stuff, but nobody else moves, nothing else moves. I'm just like floating across around. So, what did I do? I closed the game, I think, and tried to open it again, and it just wouldn't load, and I restarted, and Windows wouldn't restart. Windows wouldn't start up at all with the hard drive plugged in. Yeah. Like, what is happening? Why won't Windows start now?
Pray, forgive us our delay.
Papolimo, Minfilia.
That was a terrible day. It's just, it's my data drive. It's sad because it was like just at 5 years old. The last data drive I had lasted like 11 years, and I think I can still just plug it in and access everything that was on it. I don't know that that one actually died. But I had time. Like, this one, I turned on hot swapping so that I could plug it in after Windows starts, and it wouldn't do anything. Like, I couldn't get into it at all. I got into it in Linux. I didn't get into Linux. I downloaded Linux, booted up in Linux, and ran the disk checker on it, and it would say like 10,000 sectors are bad, and then I would try to get into it, and and then this checker would be like 1,100 sectors are bad. Like, it would just keep going up, the number of bad sectors.
Ida!
Like, I got so close to getting into it, but it just would not open the data, and I don't know why.
What took you so long?
It just suddenly was like, nope, I'm done.
Well, it's nice to see you too.
Like, I knew I was getting on in age, but at the same time, like, it wasn't a slow process. It was just like, I'm done working entirely, goodbye.
The reunion must wait. Right. First things first.
Yes, let's get back to being heavily outnumbered.
You ditched your Magitech armor. Fool of a Lalafell!
Yeah.
Well, excuse me. She's all yours if you think you can do any better.
The thing's alive. But, like, it can fight by itself. Yeah, see? Look.
But there's no one in there.
God, the voice acting in it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, voice actors.
Can you hear me?
I'm sorry, voice actors. Sorry, but wow. This is why I try to play in JP as much as possible.
I need you to count to 5, then jump. Understood?
One. 2.
It's already been 5 seconds.
3.
4.
We didn't even say yes. Count. Oh no. The creeper.
I know not which is more pitiful, the charlatans who rule Eorzea, or the masses that clamor for their implausible panaceas. I see that which they cannot. This realm founders for want of a ruler with true power, the power to cast down icons. If you continue to deny the truth,
very
it is
nice.
the people who will suffer. Embrace reason.
But man.
What in the 7 hells?
I feel like they also like voice more of the main story than
Oh no.
2.0.
It's here.
12 preserve us. They finished it. Ultima weapon.
Like, they just don't voice most of the main
So it
story
has a
quests
name.
in 2.0.
It is a relic of ancient Alag, excavated from its resting place deep beneath Alamigo. The Alagans used it to crush primal and foe alike, and now the Garleans mean to do the same.
Damn you, Gaius! Look! There, beside the Black Wolf. An Ascian.
Ooh.
An overlord, no less. His garb attests
An overlord. Do they ever call him overlords again?
La Habrea. It could only be him.
La Habrea as Dadcrid.
Thancred! He was La Habrea? No. No, this cannot be.
We have to go now! Hang on!
Thancred! No!
This is Thancred. Oh man, is Laha Bread's monologue still like 10 minutes? I wonder how much they changed. Everybody talked about Gaius's.
All that time, the enemy was beside me, and I never even suspected.
Talked about
And to
Gaius's
think that it was I who
monologue.
suggested that Thancred investigate the Asians. How could I have been so blind? Small wonder the enemy knew our every move, and where to find us. Confound it all! No, this is not the time for self-doubt. The Alliance leaders staked their hopes on the Scions, but now they believe us all dead or missing. When they learn of the Empire's new weapon, we cannot be certain what they will do.
I haven't checked out the new versions and stuff at all.
We must go and offer them what assurances we can that defeat is not inevitable.
I know they pieced it out a bit more.
Cryle, this is Minfilia.
The situation
I
may
am
have
in
taken
some
an
haste,
ill
so
turn.
forgive me if I seem brusque.
But the battle is far from over.
Is it ready?
And so long as we stand together,
Wonderful.
there shall
I'm
ever
sorry
be
to
hope
press,
of
but
victory.
We need it urgently. How soon can it be
The people of
delivered?
Eorzea falter for want of such hope.
I am in your
Let
debt,
us
my
provide
friend.
it. Let us bear to them the tidings that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are returned.
Like Lahabrea is not even part of like
Matters are coming
a
to
dungeon or
head.
trial anymore, right?
I hope we can count on you.
And Ultima Weapons a trial.
My regards to grandfather. I am ready. Let us pay a visit to the Council of the Alliance leadership.
Yeah, solo duty. I'll just take the Black Wolf and his new toy. That's I think that's cool. Like, I'm glad they're paying attention to this stuff like 10 years later. Make the experience better. Rally all available forces. I want them ready to move upon my word. And relay to Slufferson the order to sail. That is all. Maelstrom stands ready. What are the flames? Ready as we're like to be. I only need give the word to Belial. Has there been no word from Ishgard? None. The dragons have got their tongues. Silence to the last. I was unwise to hope for better. What would stir the Archbishop to open his holy mouth if not this? He claims the fury for his god? Bad comedy. Well, see, about the Archbishop, guys. The Holy See has made his choice. We proceed without his cooperation. The Holy See is a whole nother problem, guys. Especially the Archbishop. Like before Endwalker came out, I actually went back and watched like condensed story YouTube videos to like try to remember some of the stuff that happened. I believe we are all acquainted with the terms of the Black Wolf's ultimatum. Must agree upon a course of action. Not less than the fate of Eorzea hangs upon this council. But a lot of the finer details are left out, obviously. Van Belsar claims to wield the power to smite primals. Should we yield to him, he pledges to rid the realm of its false gods, yet offer resistance and swears that we shall share the primal's fate. Pardon me my bluntness, but I like not these choices. It's too great a decision for any one of our nations to make alone. Choose we surrender or resistance, we must answer as one, for if but one surrenders, the rest shall surely fall. Let us pray for the wisdom to do right by all our people. Thanker's plight troubles us all, yet we cannot allow anything to come between us and our goal. So long as the ultimate weapon exists, Eorzea will never know peace. Let us go to the Alliance leader, Cedric, and help them to make the right decision. Oh. Grim tidings, Cedric. It seems that word of the ultimate weapons has already reached the Alliance leaders. Form of an ultimatum. They have gathered in the fragrant chamber and are deliberating their answer even as we speak. Eager as they are, I fear they may well elect to lay down their arms in the belief that surrender will spare their people untold suffering. Yet nothing could be further from the truth. That which the Black Wolf offers will doom Eorzea, not deliver it, and the leaders must be made aware of this. Let us hurry them, Cedric, and ensure that they do not act in ignorance of the consequences. I could have changed my armor so very long ago. Duh. Let me out. Yes. Now we're still running. Then we get company action. Get where you can. Entitlements. Oh, next rank. Council of the Alliance leaders is presently in progress in the Fragrant Chamber. I must ask that you step away from the door, sir. I'm sorry? You're here on behalf of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. 1,000 pardons, my lord. Of course you may enter.
We keep treading the same ground.
Van Belsar's demands are clear.
Alas, our minds are not.
Do they really have to debate this?
I've never been one to shy from a fight, but if this weapon of theirs can do all they claim...
It has been 5 years since the calamity, and our people have scarce begun to rebuild their lives. Can we now, in good conscience, call upon them to risk what little they have left? I would spare them the pain of further conflict.
But you want to be their slaves.
Conflict, I say, though that would imply forces set in opposition. If the combined might of 3 primals could not stay Garlemald's new terror, what meaningful resistance can we offer? We who struggle to quell the foes who rise up within our own borders.
A weak ass stance.
Long have we fought the primals, but to what end? We strike them down at no small cost, only for them to rise again and again. Are we to play this profitless game for the rest of days?
I mean, that's your own fault, though.
I, for one, grow tired of it.
If you were just cool to the tribes...
Mistake me not. I do not propose to trade one tyranny for another. I love liberty. But conciliation need not mean oppression.
By the 12. Though neither of you cried surrender, your every word betokened it.
Right? Look at Amigo, man.
Not that I deny there is truth in what you say, nor can I rightly claim that Ul'dah is ready to fight. Refugees flood our gates, and beastmen swarm our land, while the great and the good do nothing. My flames struggle to bear the burden. I put on a grand show at the Remembrance Service, made all manner of lofty promises. I've made good on not a bloody one.
Do not blame yourself, Rauban. You said only that which the people needed to hear. All present have done the same. Our citizens had become lost to hope. If our words serve to kindle it in them anew, better we speak than remain silent. Our enemy condemns us for failing our people. Yet what does he care for their well-being?
He certainly doesn't.
While we labored to rebuild their lives, the Black Wolf built instruments of murder with which to end them.
Her Majesty speaks true. For all our failings, the people's well-being has ever been our foremost priority. While none among us ever doubted that the Empire would one day resume its war, we scarcely had means enough to solve the problems of the present.
Aye, which is why we look to others to safeguard our future. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Alas, they are gone, and the Black Wolf is at our door.
Admiral! I fear you are mistaken.
Right on schedule.
Alfinord, Minfilia,
Alfino.
and Seven Hells. Master Garland?
Alfinod.
And you, dear friend.
By Ralga, you're alive. All of you.
As we approached, I would swear I heard talk of surrender, but I know that cannot be. It is not the Eorzean way.
Hear me, my friends. Accepting the Garleans' offer to vanquish the Primals would be folly. Folly, I say. For might is not the answer to the primal threat. Indeed, the more the Empire exerts its strength, the worse matters will become.
Absolutely.
Primals enter this world when mortals call upon them, and mortals are wont to appeal to a higher power when they are desperate. Nothing is more certain to breed desperation in the beast tribes than the Garleans' proposed solution.
The true answer lies in a lasting peace. But the Garleans only know war and conquest. Should Eorzea fall into their hands, there will be such suffering as none can imagine.
We are not blind to the many challenges that each of your nations face. Yet you must not give in.
Remember 5 years ago when you wagered all for the sake of the realm? Remember what you fought for, what you were willing to die for. Let the memories rekindle the fire in your heart, for Eorzea has need of it again.
Come what may, we Scions will never give up the fight. And so I bid you stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm.
Alright, you have a good rest. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit more. And I don't know if I'm gonna get some more rest or try to carry on with my day or what. See what happens. But you have a good one, and I'll see you another time. I'm gonna try to do this like before work. I don't know when anybody's available, but I'm gonna try to do like 6:30 to like 8:30, just 2 hours before work. Get up a little earlier. At 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. We'll see what happens. It's on the schedule for now, but I want to try to keep going, try to collect people, and try to like show up, get seen. Yeah, I probably should.
Said that a shrewd merchant grasps not for the quick profit, but invests in the future. Wise words, eh, Rauban?
The worry is though, if I get too much rest right after this, then it'll be late, and I won't be able to sleep before work, which just leads into a cycle of of suffering. I'll get more rested if I think I can manage to keep it to like a couple hours. Okay.
Cid,
Your words stir and shame me in equal measure. How could I contemplate surrender?
I mean, you don't want your people to be destroyed, but I feel like your people would rather fight the Empire than be enslaved by it, right?
I know full well that all we have, we owe to the sacrifices of those who went before us. Yet the seeming hopelessness of our plight robbed me of my insight. We Gridanians have no love for war. Yet we have still less for those who would threaten our homeland. Ever have we fought to protect those things we hold dear, and this shall never change.
That's good.
Gridania will go to war. We will fight the Empire for the sake of the realm and all who abide here.
At long last, I hear words worthy of a founder of the Alliance. Raubon, are we to be outdone?
I lost one homeland. The thought of losing another had blunted my resolve. But no man knows better than I that if you want aught, you'd best be ready to die for it. With great danger comes the chance for great glory and great profit. We Uldans who have turned sand into gold know this well. How many times have we fallen into the pit of despair, only to have you pluck us out? I've fair lost count.
Reckless, the lot of you, like bloody pirates. Well, I won't waste my breath trying to talk you round. On account of being a pirate myself. And the pirate who shrinks from a challenge is no pirate at all. Those who would pick a quarrel with us must choose. Back down, or go down with all hands.
There you go.
Let the Garleans come. The united strength of Limsa Lominsa will be waiting for them.
That's the good stuff.
If our realm is to be free of this pall of darkness, let it be by our own hands.
For Eorzea!
Get wrecked, guys.
We must needs consider how the weapon may be brought to bear against us.
The Maelstrom will secure strategic points along the coastline.
In the meantime, the flames will deploy at...
Be at ease, my friends. You have banished
I thought I turned
our
the UI
debts.
off.
Pray leave the military matters to us, and retire to the waking sands. We will send word anon.
I'm gonna stick it here. Quest Vector. Trauma Queen. Open something. Wanderer's Palace. Nice. Hop in here. Hopefully this doesn't trigger anything. Okay. Before we trigger this next part, I'm gonna go ahead and we're going to take a short break. Hydration, stretches, use the restroom, feed the cats. Give me like 5 minutes and I will be right back. Okay. Sorry about that. Here we are. Back at it for a little bit longer. Go see what the plan is in here.
I cannot well express my relief to think that the Alliance came so close to surrender.
Right. Crazy.
But the fire in their hearts has been rekindled, and they will fight to the last.
This warmth inside. Did you feel it too, Grandfather? I would know something. Was that your power at work earlier?
Nothing of the sort. The leaders of Eorzea had lost their way. I merely helped them to find it again. Oh, hello. Yes, our party returned just a moment ago. How close are you? It's all right, Cid.
We must needs plan our next move. Pray continue liaising with your respective nations. Cid, would you be our man in Ul'dah?
I'll be whatever and wherever you need me to be.
Cid. Praising Cid.
We haven't a moment to waste. All right, let's do this.
Thancred's fate weighs heavy on my mind. I cannot bear to think of him enthralled to an Ascian.
We'll take care of that.
Mayhap you know this already, but the Ascians are immortal beings without physical form. Since time immemorial, they have fanned the flames of chaos from the shadows. That they might work unseen, the Ascians entrap and possess mortal men by means of malign artifacts known as crystals of darkness. One such crystal may yet be the key to saving Thancred.
This is a crystal of darkness.
A mere replica, created using data obtained from anomalous crystals found across Eorzea.
Pretty fancy.
It comes to us courtesy of the students of Baldessian, our distant allies. Even for an Archon, Thancred's talents are exceptional. We all had complete confidence in him. It was for this reason that none among us foresaw the danger in sending him to investigate the Ascians alone.
Thancred had been striving to fill the void left by Louis Soir. Yet, it was plain that he was overtaxing himself.
Yeah, he would volunteer for everything and work till he was dizzy.
And the toll taken by his exertions made him vulnerable to Ascian influence.
Probably the best
The crystal that binds Thancred must be somewhere on his person. If we could but destroy it, his Ascian possessor would be compelled to relinquish control over him. You have proven the stoutest of allies, standing with us through thick and thin. Yet the most perilous struggle is still to come. For the sake of the realm, and Thancred, I ask that you lend us your strength once more.
That's easy. No problem.
Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. As I am sure you are aware, the realm was saved from certain doom 5 years ago by heroes known as the Warriors of Light. What you may not be aware of is that your many feats in service to the Scions have prompted folk to make certain comparisons.
I mean, I am blessed by Hydaelyn.
I must confess, you do remind me of them.
I mean, I do carry 6 crystals.
Yet remember this, however glorious the past, it is the hero's lot to be judged on the deeds of the present. A new darkness threatens the realm, and the people cry out for a savior. I believe that you are he, a warrior of light, here in the present, guided by the crystal's will. Come, my friends, let us fight to safeguard the future of our beloved Eorzea.
Okay. Good idea. Wait, what? 49? Oh no. Really? Ah, guys, I'm sorry. Okay. What can I do here? That jumped real fast suddenly. Run. Have to run a dungeon. Bear with me. I do this is Friday night. Hopefully it's not too bad. That jumped very suddenly. Level did. I think I was at 46. Yeah, it goes from 46 that quest, and the next one's 49. If I wasn't spreading out my XP, it would be different, but I am, and I'm sorry. Hopefully it doesn't take long to get a party for this at all. Let's see, what should I do in the meantime? I'm gonna head over to here then. Beat this quest and unlock dungeon. So we're over here a while anyway. Oh, it already jumped up to 6 minutes of expected time. And that's some bollocks. I did not expect that jump. I should have been ahead further. Yeah, I'm somebody special. Me. Yeah. Strength. Speed. I guess. Strength. This is before. Why not dexterity though? Brain? Archer still uses that. Archer would be screwed. Bard would be. I guess machines and dancer didn't. And I guess the Rubelite ring for Dragoon and yay. Leveling roulette probably would have been enough. I would have gotten in faster. Oh yeah, you need average item level 45. Level 50 and item level 45. Item level 37. Because I'm still wearing this level 1 stuff. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go take a look at the market and see if there's anything cheap I can pick up. Especially right side, like I get left side armor, that's gonna be item level 90 once I complete the level 50 job quest. I don't get anything for right side. The accessories. This is fine. Normally fine. But these, I'm still using like level 5 stuff because I just haven't I haven't bought anything. Did I sell anything? I sold anything. Check out. Next items. Strength and dex. 13,000. Probably the best thing. Strength. Howdy. Dex. Same price. 0 of those. 10,000. There you go for the Electrum. This is gonna last me a while at least. Maybe. Skin. High quality one. This is what I transfer money for anyway, isn't it? Brand new ring's not doing anything for him. 5 strength, 5 dex, Electrum ring. 2 of those. Add it. I'm level 47! That easy. Now watch, I'm probably gonna get something to replace those with in Ormvale. Wait time is now 9 minutes. Okay, great. Very, very great. That. You get white magey stuff? White mage right now. 46. Good. Not earrings. Need earrings. And I guess I don't wire them. That's cheap as heck. Okay. Coral. Red coral is expensive. Vitality. Fine. Oh, oh, oh. Up pretty fast. Okay. Armvale. This is the most dreaded dungeon. One of the most dreaded dungeons in the game for some reason. Let's go see how it works out because oh, the Kurnoff said it's like 50-50 for them. How it turns out. I've never had a real problem in here. Alright. We're ready to go. Where? They didn't trim any enemies or nothing. Nice. Good pull. Have to remember that one. Alright, let me pick up fruit that I'm gonna go towards. Man, there's not that many, is there? I'm gonna go towards that one over there then. Still only at one? There's two. Go over here. Oh god. What did that do to me? One. So the point here, this boss is you gotta eat the marble fruit to clear your dot here. Or else it gets too overwhelming for the healer. Two. I probably could have just killed it. That's alright. I'm clear. Crap, this is really good. I'll just greet them anyway. Because they're gonna get some kind of stuff. We get item level 90 stuff anyway. I forgot I can sweep that now. Is that enough time? That's just enough time to get a trick attack. I should have waited on that one. Sorry. This is an easy one. Just avoid his stuff. It used to be worse because it used to not show the attack pattern on the ground. So you'd have to learn it. Okay. Pick or something. Agree. Oh god. Definitely got me. Oh. no. Nice recovery. Nice recovery, guys. Yep. Oh, the range went down. Nice. Please roll and loot, guys. Yes. Roll and loot, guys. Yes, please. Yes. Here. I guess, huh? Screwed me out of my thing. Not me? Good. There's a lot of fruit here though. So this is the same thing again. Avoid his attacks. Eat the fruit. He summons little seeds that will turn into more enemies. That's what he's gonna do right now. I'm gonna save my that. What up? Nice. We're at 2. Alright, I can wait for another one. Sure, since I got bloodbath up. Oh, I forgot all about remembering. Well. Yeah, I need those. I already possess them. Alright then. No problem, white mage. Don't worry about your white maging. Chest. Whip. Armory chest. Armory chest. Alright, yes, that's fine. Enjoy your time. Yeah. GG easy. Did I make 49? I did, I almost made 50. Okay. Yeah. Back to the Waking Sand. I know I can't pick up the quest on Dragoons. I know. Alright, don't worry about it. We're gonna have lots and lots of time where the quests are all stuck at 50 because they're gonna be a post. They're gonna be level cap quests, so like 2.1 through 2.5. It'll be all level 50 quests, and it's gonna be all like a bunch of XP that I can't do anything with. Gain level, like I mean gain levels, but I'm gonna be way ahead of even multiple jobs, way ahead of the curve there. I feel like I swear they made this stuff. I'm level 46. Fences. Oh, they let me do it as Dragoon? I'm so confused. I guess they changed it. All present, then let us begin. What? You just have to be on the job that's that level. Pick up the quest. But I didn't have to do that just now. Wait, I'm on Dragoon. Huh. Interesting. All present, then let's begin. We have received the details of the impending operation. What promises to be the largest single counteroffensive in the realm's troubled history, the Alliance will strike at every Imperial Stronghold standing upon Eorzean soil. As might be expected, the operation will be complex, but you need not commit its intricacies to memory. This is the good stuff now, guys. It is enough that each man understands his part and plays it to the best of his ability. Finer instructions you receive at each staging point. Begin, let us review the distribution of our forces. From west to east, the maelstrom of Limsa Laminsa, the immortal flames of Voda, and the order of the twin adder of Gridania. Now let's examine locations of the Imperial Strongholds. Near Limsa Laminsa we have Castrum Occidens, situated in eastern Vilbrand, and Castrum Marinum, which lies to the south and east in the midst of the Rotano Sea. Near Odal we have Castrum Meridianum to the north, and the coastal outpost of Cape Westwind, which connects Castrum Marinum to the mainland by means of a Magitech transporter. Near Gridania we have Castrum Oriens, which lies upon the eastern edge of the Swells Wood. And finally in Mordona stands Castrum Sentry, a thorn in the heart of Eorzea. Forthcoming operation will see Allied forces assault each of the aforementioned locations with the ultimate objective of destroying the Empire's new weapon housed within Castrum Meridianum. As one might expect of the Black Wolf's seat of power, Castrum Meridianum boasts all but impenetrable defenses. If we are to breach it, we must needs isolate it from its sister strongholds. To do otherwise would be to risk being caught twixt hammer and anvil. The operation will comprise 4 distinct phases, all told. First, you'll see us eliminate one of the Black Wolf's most trusted lieutenants, Ritatin, at Sas Arvina. According to our intelligence, the Prefectus is due to visit the Imperial outpost at Cape Westwind for an inspection. When he arrives, we shall dispatch an elite adventure unit to eliminate him. Cedric, we would have you lead this assault. Ritatin is a peerless field tactician. Shorn of his leadership, the garrison at Castrum Occidens will be as a snake without its head. Phase 2 will see us sever Castrum Meridianum's primary lines of supply. As soon as Ritatin's presence is confirmed at the coastal outpost, the maelstrom will lay siege to Castrum Occidens. that very hour the Luminson Armada, helmed by the Admiral herself, shall move to blockade Castrum Marenum. Meanwhile, in Twelve's Wood, the order of the Twin Adder will surround Castrum Oriens. And they'll have the Sylphs to help them. Trixio's been waiting for a chance to avenge these ones. Phase 3 shall see us neutralize Castrum Meridianum's defenses. Forming our main thrust, the Immortal Flames will march against the stronghold with all their strength. While the enemy's eyes are thus drawn outwards, another elite adventurer unit shall infiltrate the Castrum. Its mission: to disable the Magitech field generator which protects the Praetorium, fortress within a fortress wherein the ultimate weapon is believed to be housed. Cedric, we would have you take command once more. Meanwhile, the Order of the Twin Adder will blockade the railway which connects Sentry and Meridianum, preventing the timely arrival of reinforcements from Mordona. A wise precaution. The monstrous locomotive which runs back and forth between the two Castra is capacious enough to transport a small army, by all accounts. It is well the Guardians did not think to give it wings. Once Meridianum's defenses have been compromised, the operation will enter its fourth and final phase. This will see the Immortal Flames enter the stronghold and suppress the remnants of the enemy garrison, allowing Cedric's unit to pass unopposed into Praetorium, where they will locate and destroy the ultimate weapon. By this feat shall the operation be deemed a success. In addition to the Grand Companies, we can count upon the support of a variety of other parties, pirates of Limps Lamentus and Monetaris of Ul'dah. In all, the operation will involve no fewer than 12 major factions. Legend holds that the Archons were 12 in 1 and 1 in 12. It's for this reason that our grand endeavor has been dubbed Operation Archon. Countless free companies have also pledged their swords, and more join us by the day. At long last, all of Eorzea is rising as one. As before, we Scions shall work in concert with the Grand Companies. Ida, Papalymo, Ishola, pray accompany your respective organizations on their missions. Oriange, I would have you represent us in Ul'dah. Reassure the financiers that they have made a sound investment. When that is done, pray return here and aid in the coordination of our forces. Hataru, please assist Oriange in any way you are able and ensure that everyone is kept abreast of the latest developments. Infilia, Cid, and I shall accompany the main host in an advisory capacity. It will be our task to analyze intelligence that comes into our possession and make the necessary recommendations to command. As Alphino mentioned, you are to lead the elite unit of adventurers whose task it will be to see each of Operation Archon's main objectives fulfilled. Yours is the most important role of all, and like to be the most dangerous. Pray choose your party well and stint not on your preparation. The battle for the future of the realm is about to begin. Together let us show the Black Wolf the power of united Eorzea. Pray report to the Immortal Flames encampment situated to the north of here when you are ready to be briefed on your first mission. Got it. Now stress is enough, but please be careful. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Getting very close to the end of 2.0 here. Going. Oh, that's just like very close. What is it? We are in last 5 quests 2.0 already. Now there is a good bit, 2.1 to 2.55, but it won't be too bad. Rain in. Your Welcome, Cedric Nightvale of the Scions. As communications officer, it falls to me to issue your orders and provide guidance on forthcoming missions. Your first mission is to infiltrate the Imperial outpost at Cape Westwind and eliminate Perfectus Reet Das Arvina. All participating units are now in position awaiting your arrival. Please proceed to the staging point and report to Lieutenant Adalbert. That's but the first step in our bid to purge the realm of the Garlean menace. I pray for your success. Oh yeah, there's plenty of time to do. Oh. Started running too early. Loaded Bulgar. Reaper. Man, I can't wait to be a Reaper. Like for real. Perfect job for Cedric here. So much. Adalbert. So you're Cedric Nightvale, the fearless leader of the elite adventure unit. Been expecting you. Our Maelstrom friends report that Redatine Sas Arvina departed the cast from Occident a bell ago. Sure enough, a convoy of Imperial airships landed here just now. The likelihood is high that our target was aboard one of the vessels. I've dispatched the scouts to verify his presence before we strike. I wonder what this is like now. So this used to be a trial, an 8-person trial, and it was memed upon as the hardest trial in the game, even though it takes about, I don't know, 30 seconds to do, actually. So they made this a solo duty, so I don't know what this is going to be like at all. Command all units requesting status report. This is Antline 1, target has not been sighted. This is Antline 2, likewise, target has not been sighted. Antline 3 here, we've got nothing for you neither. This is Antline 4, nothing reported. Wait, disregard previous message. Delay my last, target sighted. I say again, target sighted. Understood, hold your position. Attention all units, this is Lieutenant Adalbert Cotter. First step of Operation Archon begins with us. Should we falter here, all hope of victory will be lost. It is no small burden, but know that I believe in all of you. So believe in yourselves, and together we will blaze a path for our brothers and sisters of the Alliance to follow. Get a cat. Doing down there, sir. We will create multiple diversions to disperse the enemy garrison. Should give you a chance to breach their defenses. Go now, Cedric, and bring us Redatine's head. May Rugger grant you strength. Commence diversionary maneuvers. Find out. Yeah, bite me. You can try casting that. I'm gonna be gone way before possibly finish casting it. Level 40, okay, I have to be. It would appear we have unexpected guests. Now, where have I seen you before? Ah, but of course, the man who felled the mighty Titan. This is the Icon Slayer? Sure is. I see, the commotion without is not but a diversion. Allow me to hazard a guess. By limiting me, you hope to undermine the garrison of Alcidens. A bold strategy, to be sure, but have you the strength to see it to fruition? Leave us. None of you are a match for him. Send word to cast from Occidents. Tell them the Liminsons are coming. I didn't think you were this smart. At once, my lord. 15 years have come and gone since Lord Van Belsar set foot in Eorzea, and his ambition for the realm burns as strong as ever it did. Know you what fuels it, adventurer? Desire to deliver the people from their suffering. The lands as he conquered were all behest with problems, poverty, starvation, lawlessness, strife. My homeland was no exception. Had my lord not reached out and claimed it for the Empire, it would eventually have destroyed itself. But under his sage leadership, my people enjoyed such peace and stability as we had never known. He only desires the self-same for the people of this realm. Under his rule, Eorzea would be free from the shackles which bind it, the shackles of false faith. There would be no feeble leaders to misguide the masses, no icons to bleed the realm dry. True peace would reign, and people would be free to live their lives without fear of persecution or oppression. Should you doubt the truth of my words, I bid you look upon me. I am no son of Garlemald, yet Van Belsar saw fit to raise me to a station of great honor. He measures a man not by his birth, but by his worth. Such is the sense of justice. By the grace of his excellency, I am where I was born to be, upon the field of battle. Give me a noble cause to fight for, and worthy adversaries to smite. I am not wont to bear my steel needlessly, but if you are deaf to reason, name of Lord Van Belsar, I, Ritatin Sas Arvina, do swear to strike you down. Oh, I might hit 50. Try to hit 50. Here. Oh yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Hide. I don't know if I can trick attack him. Start. No. This is completely new. This fight. The defeat will bring Lord Van Belsar's noble conquest one step closer. He's doing something in front of him. There we go. Directional parry. Kind of a dumb move to make against one person though. You show you techniques passed down by my homeland. Oh. Oh gosh. No match for dumb and ninja, man. Pizza truckers. Very well. You do not hold back. Very well. Neither shall I. You can do that as much as you want. I see. This is an rage. Ah, so this is the strength of he who vanquished Titan. More enemies. Let us aid you, my lord. Yeah, come close. Forgive us, my lord, but we couldn't let you face the enemy alone. Oof. You're actually pretty tough. We've raised the alarm as you bade. Now we would fight with you. What? Forgive me, my lord. Done. Conviction and courage will not be for naught. This I swear. Cool. Oh god. Make it? Yeah. I don't even remember this fight from back in the day though. Like I know I did it, obviously. On my original character. Oh boy. But this might be closer to how it originally went then. I didn't like avoid that at all. Wait. What? Oh man. Normal, sir. But how do I avoid that one? I don't need to see this again. Man, I have to start all the way from the beginning of that. I couldn't put a checkpoint in. I'm still thinking about that move. Or go out. Can you stop it? No, you can't stop it. Can't stun him. Keep doing it. Alright, power up. Do I have to like make sure he's by the edge or something? Come here. Get over here. That helps me out. Oh, he moves to the center. Half. Oh, it's gonna be this way. There is an open spot. Okay. I just missed it completely. Like I'm some kind of scrub. Ugh. This one's really. Now we got him. I think I can stun him still. Shockwave. There we are. Done. Oh, you're stronger than I expected. But I have my honor. I will not yield. Oh, this is much different. You did the trial and you beat him in 30 seconds and then he was dead and you moved on. As far as I remember anyway. Another round. He's holding on to me very well, isn't he? Wow, you just have to stand here and take a beating. It's very cool though. Ah, you will not escape. No amount of pain can loosen my grip. Rest in peace, men. I shall join you soon. Trying to take me with him. I forgot all about arms length. I don't think it does anything for DPS. Ugh. Forgive me, I failed you. Lord Van Belsar. Wow. Roasted. Nice. That light. Magitech transporter. Cedric, are you there? What news of Ridgeton? Fallen? With this deed, you have sown the seeds of our ultimate victory. Phase 1 complete. The fading of that light presages an end to the Empire's tyranny. Routine says Arvina is no more. Let the next phase of Operation Archon commence. Yay! Tis I. Seems you've done it again, Cedric. I'd raise a tanker to you, but I'm afraid we've no time to savor the victory. There's still the small matter of infiltrating Castle Meridianum and destroying the ultimate weapon. I know. No rest for the preternaturally gifted. Now stop feeling sorry for yourself and make your way back to the Immortal Flames encampment. Communications officer will issue you your orders. I'll be waiting for you within the main host. With the main host. Laha Bread. Laha Thancred. Look, Heidelin, your minion comes, bringing the light. Alas, the gate to the void already stands open. Soon, darkness shall consume all, and you shall bow down before the one true God. Ah ha 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 ha. Bum 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 bum. The prefect is slain. Regrettably so, my lord, and at the hand of the Icon Slayer. If the Centurion who survived the attack is to be believed. Ritatine. Where were his men when he faced the enemy? Fleeing, even as their commander yielded up his last breath, which should prove they question his right. I cannot speak for them, my lord. Beg pardons, my lord, but there is more. The Maelstrom has laid siege to Castrum Occidens. Likewise, the Crimson Fleet moves to blockade Castrum Marinum. So, this is their answer. Very well, we shall crush them as we crush the Icons. Go forth and show them the futility of their resistance. Yes, my lord. Sound Nightvale, your deeds this day are an inspiration to us all. Death of the Perfectus Operation Archon has entered its second phase. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom moves to blockade Castrum Occidens and Castrum Marinum. And far to the east in the Black Shroud, the Order of the Twin Adder advances upon Castrum Oriens. Already you have done much to advance our cause. Performing such feats as are worthy of song, but if our plans to succeed, more is required of you. Let me know when your preparations are in order, and I shall relay to you the particulars of the next mission. Oh, that's nice. What? They definitely changed this because the DPS one is one item level higher and has better stats than the tank one. It has better defenses than the tank one. Stats too. Oh. That looks pretty good in it though. I'm not gonna use either one. I'll pick up. I'm not gonna use it for very long. This sucks because it uses the headspace. I'm not gonna use it because I'm gonna get the ninja stuff. I'll grab that one. Maybe it'll be use later. Oh, I got True Noir. Oh, I put it over here. I should move the mouse ones over here to have all this mouse ones. Awesome. The Allied Communication Officer has a task that can only be performed by Hero of the Alliance. Phase 2 of the operation is presently in motion. Our brothers and sisters of the Maelstrom are holding their own against Garlean forces upon Vilbrand and the Rotano Sea. Ere long, the third phase will begin and you must take to the field once more. The immortal flame shall strike at Castle Meridianum by way of diversionary maneuver. The Garleans are thus locked in battle. You are to infiltrate the stronghold and bring down the majestic field that surrounds the Praetorium. The staging point for the mission lies in the shadow of Castle Meridianum, northern Finland, and is where you must go. On your way there, however, I would ask that you take a brief stop at Camp Blue Fog, one of our key outposts in the area. The garrison, I am told, is in low spirits, and it would do our troops well to see the hero of Cape Westwind appear before them. For the good of our cause, please stoke the fire in their hearts. Can't turn to quit. But, alright, I'm gonna arrive. It's actually worse. It's actually worse than this. It's the same item level. I like the look. Tortoiseshell stuff looks nice. I like it. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's what's gonna happen here. I'm gonna end it here. Thank you. Thank you, Spankius. Are you just a tank? Better have no on the. Where's your. How do I search? I want to know what you are, Tanky Spankius. See, you're a paladin. That better be the only thing you are. Better only have tanks. You Spankius. Hero. Hero we don't deserve. Anyway. That's it for today. We've come a long way. We're almost at the end. There, let's see. We're on a hero in need. Hero in need. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 quests left in A Realm Reborn. Patch 2. Expansion 2.0. Can't say we'll finish tomorrow, but that's the plan. It's only 2 hours at most. I can't say I finish by then, but the next couple of days we'll definitely be done with it. 2.0. Moving on from there. I will see you guys later. Good one.